What's up, guys? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Leroy.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Michael.
He's in the middle. We switched it up on you guys, so.
Are you doing Lauren?
No, I'm doing me.
Oh, I was.
This is
He's
my
in the
martial
middle
arts
now.
shirt because we talking about John Wick. It's martial arts. It's Green Ranger, White Ranger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, John Wick 3.
Let's move on from that.
Yeah, we all saw it this weekend. Separate times, but I think we were all like, I think we all kind of had the same reaction.
This was great.
Yeah.
It was everything a conclusion of a trilogy. Now, granted, we know there's going to be more John Wicks. They've already announced John Wick 4 is coming out 2021. But if they were to end it as 3, this was a great trilogy. You said it. You were saying this is like the best trilogy. Like Die Hard could be up there, but this is one of the best trilogies. It is.
It's one of the best action movies, I'd say, in the last 10, 15 years.
Yep.
Like just as a set of movies, right?
As a set of movies, I'd say there's very few movies that tops this as far as like martial arts, action, gunplay.
In American cinema.
Yeah.
Because there's some crazy stuff in Hong Kong.
True, but this is
That is just wild.
Mainstream.
I will say
more-
mainstream, but also
Yeah.
as a cohesive story. Introducing you as a new IP, introducing you to a brand new world. This is one of the best.
Yeah.
Like, we all want to know how you get a gold coin. We all want to know.
What are they worth?
Yeah.
They're worth whatever you want them to be.
Your
There's
life.
no set value to
Your
them. I don't feel
life.
like-
And then your marker, like how many markers can you have?
Well, the thing is, you can. I'm guessing
As many as you want,
No,
right?
I don't think you can have as many as you want. I think you can sponsor someone, and then you can have someone can have a marker on you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry.
that-
are we talking about markers or coins?
The markers. That's what she
Markers.
said.
The blood, the
markers.
markers.
But you can
Okay,
have as many
got it.
coins as you want.
Right, right.
Because as you can see, John Wick had coins all over the place.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I really did. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love this movie. John Wick 2 is still my favorite. John Wick 2 is
What's
still
your
my
favorite?
favorite John Wick.
I like the first one, honestly, because it was, to me, it was a brand new, I don't know nothing about this, so it's, I always like the original, the first. But I stayed through the whole movie just like on the edge of my seat. And you remember when we were watching the trailer for John Wick 3 for Parabellum, we were like, whoa, this is a crazy action scene. How can they, top this? That was in the first 5 minutes, or maybe 15 minutes of the movie, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So we got more coming.
I would say.
And there was more.
This is because John Wick 1 I really like. John Wick 2 I didn't really care for.
Really?
I thought John Wick 2 was kind of more of the same, and they didn't really elevate it enough, and I didn't really care where the story was going. And this one I felt like they took it up another level, and I would say this probably is my favorite.
See, I would go 2, 1, and 3.
Okay.
Only because 1 introduced us to who John Wick was. 2 introduced us to the world, the hidden world behind the world. 3 was just...
There was a horse.
Yeah.
He
Death by horse.
He literally used the horse as a gun.
Yeah.
To kill 2 people, at least, right?
Wait, hold on. That's a spoiler.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm so
sorry.
We
excited.
got some spoilers going on here.
I'll put that up to 2. Yeah.
So,
I'm doing non-spoilers first. Sorry.
Non-spoilers first.
This is a good movie.
I would say...
Just go see it.
I will say this. So we talked about this a little bit before offhand. So John Wick 1, 2, and 3. The original was they're directed by a guy by the name of Chad Stahelski.
I think it's Stahelski. Yeah.
And David Leitch helped produce these movies. Now that's a brand new director. He is a stunt double for Keanu Reeves. Him and David Leitch, who's director of Deadpool 2, which I probably should have brought that one, but I didn't. They all started out as stunt doubles, stuntmen. That's why the action scenes are shot so much differently than everything else. Me and you talked about, I didn't like Taken. I don't like any of the Taken movies. I thought they were okay. I mean, outside of Liam Neeson's trash person.
Yeah, we no longer.
But
Right.
I did not like the close-up. And you mentioned that he's about 60 years old, so you have to shoot close.
So you can do edits
You
around
could,
them.
but the thing is, this movie, you could see the action
The
scenes.
full body.
You could
Yeah.
see a dude get punched in the face
Yeah.
by a horse.
You were still wondering, like, how did they do
What?
that?
Yeah.
Because you should be dead.
Yeah.
Right.
When did they cut away and put another body?
And that's the thing, like they weren't cutting away for things. That's why I'm like, people are really getting beat up on this. And then the eye poke, I don't know how they did that, and I don't even want to know. Excuse me, spoiler.
Okay, from now on,
Yeah,
this
we spoiling
this
it.
is this is non-spoilers.
Okay.
Let's get through that so that we can get to spoilers.
So
The way that they shot some of this stuff, though, I mean, it felt as if these guys are really getting beat up. These guys are really getting real life. Like, I don't know if they're going to be in any more movies because of this. And how long was the recovery?
Yeah.
And that goes to show you that these are guys who are like, one, they're martial artists. David Leitch and Chad are actually like real martial artists. Keanu Reeves is a real martial artist and worked with a guy, I want to say his name is Teron Butler. I might have messed it up, but basically Teron is a competitive shooter. He teaches people. You can go online and look. Holly Berry went to this class.
Oh yeah, I saw her video of her
where
training.
they use they're called 3-gun competitive shooters, where you have a long gun, a pistol, and maybe a shotgun, and you move through tactical situations, and they learn from the best. They literally trained and knew. So you saw the move when he would have the gun and he would do that.
Yeah.
They literally learned how to do that, and that's all due to Keanu Reeves trusting these guys who are stunt doubles and stuntmen for him, going all the way back to the Matrix. These are people who had worked with him back since then. So that's how a lot of people are like, where did John Wick come from? These guys came up with this.
Right.
So you've been working with somebody, be like, hey, I want to do this movie.
And you know what? I think there's not a lot. I mean, there's dialogue, but it's not like a very
like you're not gonna miss anything.
You're not gonna miss
really.
nothing if you and like you get. I think you can come in watching. I don't know. Do you think you need to see all three in order the first two in order to understand everything from the third?
I think it helps, but I'll be honest with you. You could watch this and be thoroughly entertained and not realize there were two that came before it.
Yeah. And one thing that I realized is that these movies take place over the course of a couple weeks.
2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, probably.
So, the movie 1, 2, and 3 is over the course of 2 weeks.
Yes,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it takes a couple years for us to see
right?
all these.
Because like one started the basically a couple of days after the funeral.
Of his wife.
2 started literally immediately. Maybe a day or two afterwards, and this started.
Right.
3 started literally the same day as 2 ended.
Yep.
Right.
I can't wait for whatever box set, steel, book edition of this. I'm all in.
Yeah.
John Wick to.
And it seems like the world is all in, right? Because this thing already made $90 million.
Yeah.
It actually
worldwide.
bumped Avengers Endgame from the #1 spot finally.
Right. Like it made 50 million here, 39 worldwide.
Yeah, 92 million.
Yeah.
92 million. I think you said worldwide, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how were your theaters? Were they pretty packed?
I went on a Sunday night.
I went Sunday at noon.
No, you went Saturday at noon.
Yes, I went. Yes, I
you
went
texted
Saturday.
me, yeah.
I was like,
We were like, all right, yeah. Guess we want to see John Wick.
I went Saturday at noon, and there were people talking. I
Oh,
fucking
no.
hate those people. But the theater was spaced so much that you couldn't hear them so much over the audio from the movie.
Really?
So you could kind of hear, but it didn't distract too much. But yeah.
Nobody
Ours
talked
was
like
packed.
that. Was it? Where
Yeah.
did you go?
Well, I went on Sunday afternoonish. I was sitting next to this woman who had me cracking up, and I'm sure I had her cracking up too. Because we were, I was like, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Ooh, and she was like, oh Lord, so we just had our own little.
I admit, there were a lot of moments in this movie where I was like, what the just happened?
Yeah.
Shout out to the sound guys too, because these punches sound like.
Yeah, the Foley work is crazy.
It's crazy. It's insane. Punches, kicks, shots, everything, stabs. I'm just like, this would hurt if it really happened to me.
I'd say I'd give this 5 out of 5 bullets.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is like if it ended right now, it would be the perfect trilogy.
I could give it like 5 out of 5 Bowery Kings. Yeah. I'll do that. What's your score?
Yeah. 5 out of 5 coins.
There we go.
Gold coins.
Yeah. Any other non-spoiler stuff you want to say?
Shout out to Lance Riddick. You really came through. That brother was killing people. With
Riddick.
What did I say?
You said
Riddick.
Riddick. Lance Riddick. Yeah.
I thought it was Riddick.
It's Riddick.
Are you sure? I thought it was Riddick.
Oh.
Riddick.
Riddick? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
I remember him from
That's
The
my
Wire.
dude from that's
From The Wire.
The Wire in
Yeah.
Fringe, man. I know about
Yes.
Riddick. Yeah, it was great to see people. It was great to see characters do things that they don't normally do in other movies. Or
Right.
in this trilogy, you see old characters do new stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this: Halle Berry did not mess up the movie for me.
You thought she was going to?
Really?
I can't believe y'all don't have no faith in my girl. She
Who's y'all?
You don't have no
Yeah,
faith in my
I'm
girl.
some of
She's
the other-
an
some of the other
Oscar-winning performer, even though the Oscar's questionable. That movie's questionable.
Her career is questionable.
No,
All I'm
she did a
saying
really good
is-
job.
She did a good job. I will
Yeah.
say this, but she tried to outshine a little bit too much when she was my daughter. I'm like, calm down, Holly. This ain't the movie.
She did take us back.
I see what I'm saying. I'm like, calm down. This ain't
We
Lucy
getting
and
the spoilers
Isaiah.
now? Is you saying stuff?
Yeah.
You saying story beats?
Huh?
You saying story beats? So we getting the spoilers?
I mean, that wasn't really a story beat,
That was a story beat.
was it?
Yeah, that was
It
the
was
whole
really
reason.
quick. It was
that
really
was the
quick.
whole reason
Really quick.
why he went to that place and she came back.
Okay, yeah.
That was the story beat.
Spoilers!
Spoilers here. All right, go see it. All right,
Yeah.
spoilers. Man, they use a horse, man.
Yeah.
I've never,
To kick and kill.
this movie was really good about using inventive
Inventive ways to
fight
kill
scenes. Yeah, it's just like because before this, to me, the bar was always Jackie Chan in terms of using a room and an
Yeah.
environment in terms of like fight choreography.
Yeah.
He always used incredible fight choreography and using different items and stuff in a room. And you would always see that at the end of the movie, how he would hurt himself using whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought that was cool. And I think like this steps that up in terms of using stuff you don't normally think of in a
See,
room.
you
with
went back.
choreography.
You went back further than I would have went back. To me, I could see. I bring it to these. To me, this is like. These two movies are what it came from here. I love The Raid. I love The Raid 2 for different reasons. But the way that they use
That hammer girl in the raid?
the baseball bat.
That's crazy.
When
too.
he would point the bat at
I
somebody.
did not see The Raid. Or The Raid 2.
You should let her borrow that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Respectable bow! We might be cool after this. Lord.
Lauren, test my patience.
That's how we split up.
That's why I'm in the middle.
Lauren
I
is
can't sit next to him.
Lauren is trying to prepare me for children.
Wow, I'm a child. All right,
You like my little sister.
look, the best part. I'm just getting back to the movie. The part that made me cringe the most was the eye poke.
Ooh.
But then I loved when they
Ooh.
were in the Casablanca,
Yeah.
and then it was John Wick and a couple guys who were trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And they had
The
the
clip-
guns
the
in the
clip-
clips.
like-
Everybody's gun was like out of bullets. They looked at each other and they're like, "All right, who can get this the fastest?" And obviously it was my boy
This
John
movie,
Wick.
more than the other two, operates on the premise, and this isn't my idea. I definitely stole this from whoever wrote the article at Polygon. I can't. Might have been. I don't know, but I'm just going to take her idea. This movie operates on the idea of the world loves John Wick, in terms of
So much so that
like
they
everybody
lose
just like
their minds.
no, it doesn't matter who it is, enemy, friend, foe. Everybody loves John Wick. Even like the world almost slows down to let him reload his gun
Right.
several times,
Yep.
just because it's cool to see him do it. You don't have to do it; it's just cool to see him do it, and you're just in for the ride. It's awesome.
I think what it is that he is the
above everybody else.
it's almost, I'm trying to think of a sports figure who's not polarizing, who's like, because everybody, you mentioned somebody and everybody, oh, that person this, but he's like the one person, even if you don't like him, you respect him.
Yeah.
And like Mark DeCostas' character,
Oh my gosh.
when he was like,
You back, baby.
Yeah, he was like,
I've
"That
been
was
your
a good
fan
fight."
forever. Go see Only the Strong. Oh, that's a great movie.
man.
It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie and he's great in it.
I was gonna say Crying Freeman. That's my favorite.
Okay, okay.
Mark DeCostas
Yeah.
role. It's almost as if he's the one guy, even if you're scared of him, you respect him
Yeah.
because it's like, if I kill him, I'm the guy. I make my rep. I'm the guy who killed John Wick.
It's like Afro Samurai with the headband. One
Right.
But it's even better than that
Afro
because it's
Samurai.
like,
Yeah.
it's even better than that because even people who ain't trying to kill him are like, yo, dude, John Wick just drove by. All right, cool. Like
Yeah.
He's gonna be around the corner.
You see what I'm saying? Like it was like even those people were like, I'm happy to see you, Mr. Wick. And everybody knew who he was. Like remember in the second one when he went to that the Jewish bank and he the Hasidic Jews.
Yeah.
And he went and got his clothes and he walked back out with a suit. They were like, good evening, Mr. Wick. And he stopped and he was like
Everybody know me.
Yeah.
And even the cab, like I knew the cab. I don't know how this whole world works, because when that cab pulled up, I was like, that's an old cab. It doesn't look like anything else on the street. This has to be somebody that knows about the high table and what's going on. And so when he got in there and, and then explained, take my dog to
The concierge.
Yeah, to the concierge. They were like, okay, Mr. Wick. And like, everybody knows him. And everybody respects him. And they're going to give him this,
What I'm wondering is, and I hope, this is the thing. That's why I like 2 more than I liked 1. And I love this one. Because you got to see more of the world. You got to see more of the underworkings. We knew there was a Continental in New York from 1. Then we saw there was a Continental in Rome. Mm-hmm. And like, even if you go back to 2, remember when the guy was like, hey, you're not here to kill a pope, are you? And he was like, no. Nah. And he's like, okay, good. Yeah. Like, the services are open to you.
Yeah.
The third one, we got to see the Continental in Casablanca.
Yeah.
So we know.
Was that Turkey?
Yeah, Istanbul was once Constantinople.
Yeah.
So we now know.
I don't know.
You gotta be thinking of that song.
Yeah.
Istanbul. Yeah, it's a good song.
So
But I'm the child.
You know what you did. But we got to see more, like the adjudicator. We got to see.
Which I wasn't really impressed with her.
Did you almost want her to be like a fighter?
I did. I wanted her to kill at least 2 people or something. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't.
It's like I could understand, because like everybody almost to some sort of level has some sort of martial art prowess, and you're like, oh, she's the adjudicator, she's a judge, right?
Yeah.
So she has some type of, and her thing isn't to fight. Her thing is to, judge people, do whatever. She hands out the judgment and she hires people. I don't
even think it's that. I think the power that she has comes from the high table. In other words,
but if you don't respect the high table, which looks like they're about to tear it down in the 4th.
I will say this: everyone respects the high table because of how powerful they are. So, in other words, when they saw her come up, nobody knew who she was. They were like, "Oh, you're just a guest." But when she had that black coin, in other words, when she said everything is based on rules, everything is based on rules, and those rules. Because remember the doctor, the key maker from the Matrix. When he told
that was the key maker. Oh my gosh!
He told him, he was like, "They're not gonna believe I didn't help you.
Shoot me twice."
He was like,
he didn't get a chance to finish the line. Shoot me, boom. Oh, okay.
Like rules, and then even John Wick said, "Rules are rules."
Yeah.
Because he said, "They not gonna believe I didn't tell you where the medicine was."
Right.
And he was like, "You gotta shoot me twice." Like everything is based on these rules. And
does he have his finger in this?
Yeah. That's from John Wick 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So the chase he has blood on him, but everything's based off of rules, and I think that's one of the things that
I thought they were doing Assassin's Creed with that.
That was crazy.
That's great.
Only if Assassin's Creed could.
So what was your favorite part then? Did we ask that question? Mm-mm. Okay. What's your favorite part? Favorite kill.
My favorite part was the end when him and Lance Reddick came back in, and they were shooting people.
Yeah, they came back in.
He's like, "We need more ammo," and so they were just getting shot. And Ian McShane's just down there like he was just hitting buttons, just like watching
like
TV.
This was a video game. Right?
Yeah, like literally.
It did feel like we were getting to levels, and we're gonna get the boss at some point.
The set design was crazy with that whole glass palace thing.
The
was
end
awesome.
to me was the best part because you didn't see any of that on the trailers.
Yeah,
you didn't see any of that spoiled. You got to see again. I bring it back to the raid. You got to see Shinobi 1 and 2 were Yayin Ruyan and Sisep Arif Rahman. I believe that's his name.
The gentleman from the raid.
The 2 guys from the raid. So if you saw the raid 1 and 2, those 2 guys who were the students of Mark Dacascos, the 2 Shinobi, to see them and then the fight scene between them when they beat up John Wick and they would like pick him up.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is an honor. And then they were talking. He was like, he's a little slower. He's like, he's been retired for 5 years. So you realize that's how long he's been out the game.
Yeah.
And he's, after being out 5 years, came back in 2 weeks and wrecked shop.
So did they play dead at the end though? When he was like,
I think they just got beat up.
No, I think because he said to them, "Be seeing you." He was like, "We're done."
Yeah.
Like you guys lost this round.
Yeah.
I'll see you again.
And then, but they stayed down. Yeah. They didn't get back up.
Yeah, I think they were like, "All right, we lost. We don't need to come back."
Would you have gotten back up?
No.
I almost wish because Mark Dacascos died, right?
Oh yeah.
I wish he didn't because he was fun.
Oh yeah. He's
like, but I just mean I wish his character was still alive.
Oh yeah, he was fun.
Like that.
He brought levity. Yeah.
Yeah, because at the beginning he's very serious, and then like halfway through he switches to just be like almost like a fanboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He nerded,
Which was and it was
he
great.
nerded out. Yeah, that was
really
an
great.
awesome moment.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. I think one thing that I think that they again I bring it back to maybe the directors and remember when he went to the New York City theater.
Yeah.
And remember he was like he was like I want my ticket and they were like take his belt. And he was like really
But
the belt?
the belt?
and then you saw him fight the two guys and he
Got the
and
belt.
you realize you were like
Oh, that's why
this dude can kill anybody and it
with
brings
anything.
and it brings you back to the pencil.
The
He was
pencil,
like,
yeah, I saw this man kill.
I saw John Wick kill a guy with a pencil, and everybody was like, I heard that story. And then you saw him do it in two.
Yeah.
You saw him kill 3 dudes with a pencil. Like, I think John, like, literally, John Wick is the dude, shaved head from Fast and Furious.
Vin Diesel?
Riddick. That's who
Oh,
Vin Diesel
yeah.
wants to be.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the Point Black,
In Riddick's.
yeah, the Riddick's movie. That's the guy
I'm like-
John Wick wants, that he wants to be. Remember he's like, I'm gonna break this teacup and I'm gonna kill you. And then he had like a little pen. That's who John Wick really is. He don't try to be badass. He just walks around.
If you mess with him.
Yes.
Especially his dog.
All right, so you said your favorite scene. What's your favorite scene?
Mine was Halle Berry's
With the dogs?
with the dogs. Yeah, and like the last one where she told him to
She
jump
said she shot
and
my
he jumped
dog.
on his on her back
That was
and
cool.
went up the wall
Yeah.
and bit the I mean, the fact they use these dogs and those dogs are trained to move on those commands. So they weren't acting. Those were dogs.
You know you can do that.
I want to see
Yeah.
the director's commentary for this
I mean,
movie, for real.
those were what the
You
dogs
know you can
do.
get some dogs to do that.
I don't want to do that though.
I'm just saying,
that's
like,
scary.
train the dog,
I
but,
mess
like-
up and say something, in my sleep, and then they biting me in the
Why?
face. I don't know if I talk my, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I don't need that kind of stress. I don't need that. But they were really cool. I enjoyed. And like when he got hit at first, I was like, "Oh Lord, they gonna kill these dogs." Because I said the same thing when they got in the horse barn, and I'm like, "They better not mess with these horses."
My question is, them horses were trained because all that
It was
shooting,
incredible.
they were like,
They were, yeah.
I mean, clearly,
were they part of the high table too?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
they
it's just
did
like,
not-
I guess feasibly the way they shot it was right. It was just blanks, and you add the sound effect later, right?
but I'm
Because
saying
there's no way they're really popping stuff off without.
But what I'm saying is,
horses
just
going
in
along.
real life, I'm thinking them
But it-
horses should have been.
Moving and
Yeah.
it was incredible. My scene was the first time we see him really put that gun together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
Because it is so crazy, but you realize like, oh, this is just the whole. Yeah, this is the whole movie. Everybody's gonna let John Wick do what he wants to do. Everybody follows his rules, and you're just along for the ride. You see him put it together meticulously. He puts in the one bullet, boom, and he's done.
And I was like, he did all that for one bullet?
Yes. Yes.
And that's why I was confused why he didn't take the doctor's gun in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then him making this gun and having one bullet. I'm like, what is he doing? Does he want to fight or what? Because I was confused.
Threw the axe in that guy's head.
Oh my gosh.
No, when he had to not, when they were throwing knives at each other, and then the one guy just kept getting killed by his friend.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Oh man. It was
That was
good.
like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Clippers basketball player. I don't know his name.
Bobbin.
Yeah.
Bobbin. Yeah, I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. When I saw him, I was like, dang, how tall is this man? He's 7'3".
Yeah, and the funniest thing is I saw his interview where he was he was in John Wick, and I was like,
As what?
why? Like,
And he's the first kill. So I thought that was pretty cool. He had like that whole commentary.
Yeah.
Like he was acting in there.
I will say this. I've never seen anybody kill somebody with a book before like that.
Yes. And his neck. Oh my gosh. And so, that's the first 5 minutes. So I'm like, well, what else are we going to get? And then we were talking about the trailer giving away all this, all the scenes, which I feel like they're doing with Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and
Shaw.
Yeah.
I think
Shots
to
and
me,
all.
Hobbs and Shaw, yeah, but John Wick,
No.
it literally was a very good movie in the sense of the trailer didn't give it away.
Nope.
It built a world that I'm not gonna say it's not believable, but it's a world. It's
fantasy.
It's fantasy, but this is an original IP. This is a world, because you know there's a TV series called The Continental.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to be in that or what that.
When is that coming out?
We don't know.
Who knows?
Okay.
But I mean, it's coming out soon because it made almost $100 million over this weekend worldwide, and the budget probably was what, $20-30 million.
It didn't seem like they did a whole lot for that. I mean, well, not in terms of effects and stuff.
I mean, like
a lot of that they did.
I mean, it's not a Marvel movie. It ain't $200 million budget, so I'm guessing it's probably below $50 million.
Yeah.
And so
they did a good job.
It's a very good movie in my opinion.
So like, is this? I'll say something crazy. Was this a better resolution than Avengers Endgame?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The only thing that comes close to me is Game of Thrones, resolution-wise.
Explain that. So you're saying saying the Game of Thrones resolution was close to Avengers?
Yeah, it's close to the Endgame. Like to me, this is because this isn't over. We don't know where. Like we don't know if Winston helped John Wick by what he did at the end, or was he just basically?
He knew John wasn't about to go out by falling off a building.
True, but
he knows.
But the thing is,
but he also was like, I need my hotel back.
True, but that's what I'm saying. Like, where does he stand in this?
John, but
yeah,
right.
I need my hotel.
I'm trying to see if there was a budget on the thing.
It usually is up there.
What it is yet? NA so far.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let us know what you think of the movie. We had thoughts.
I'm trying to think. There were no actors that weren't good. Everybody committed to the movie.
Oh yeah. Everybody knew what kind of movie they were in.
Yeah, everybody just had a good time.
I like the woman who's the adjudicator. I hope to see her back.
Yeah.
I like that Lawrence Fishburne. I loved his character. Jason Mantzoukas. Is that
Mantzoukas?
Mantzoukas.
Jason Mantzoukas.
The TikTok
man, he was fun. I want to see more.
I needed more of him. Yeah. I really was disappointed I did not see more of him because I really like him.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was going to be good. I thought it was going to be I don't want to say sleeper hit, but like this was the movie everybody was looking forward to. And I think it delivered. It's right up there with Endgame as far as like my top 5 for movies this year.
Oh, for sure.
And it's going to be hard to knock that out.
I mean, Aladdin coming out this weekend.
Game of Thrones, man. How come you guys couldn't deliver? That's a tease for video coming up.
We're going to disagree on that one. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Come check us out on WLTX.com, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah. That's it. We out.